KVR News at 9 Sports.
Welcome back to KVR News. It's time for KVR Sports on News. Corey Schneider is here with me for the latest on Longhorn basketball. Corey?
Thanks, Morgan. Let's head out to the Frank Irwin Center for a look at last week's matchup where the Iowa State Cyclones visited the Longhorns for a Big 12 matchup. Mike Kabongo making his season debut after a 23-game NCAA allegation suspension. Corey Lucius missing the jumper here. Edgin Melvin getting the board and the dunk. Texas down by 5. Very next play, Mike Kabongo passing to Jonathan Holmes, who drives for the big slam. Obviously, his hand not hurting too bad there. Under 12 seconds to go in the first half, 69-66 Iowa State. Javon Felix making both free throws. Corey Lucius coming back with 2 points of his own from the charity stripe. Iowa State leading by 3. Under 4 seconds to play, Poppy with the big 3, tying it at 71. Sitting in the first overtime, you have some Grease fans obviously supporting Poppy's endeavors there. A lot of support in the Frank Irwin Center. Mike Kabongo passing to Julian Lewis with the big points from behind the arch. Texas leading 79-74. Minute 21 left in overtime 1. Corey Lucius hitting the jumper, tying the game at 79, sending into the second overtime. 4:12 left. Iowa State's first possession, Will Clyburn with the board and the points for his stat sheet. Iowa State leading. Sheldon McClellan taking the baseline for 2 points there as Texas goes up by 1. Last play of the game, Cyclone trying to tie it up, and no. After a little bit of twister on the court, we have Connor Lambert ending up with the ball, sealing the deal as the Longhorns come on top, 89-86. And College Press Box owner Ron Lastimoso has an in-depth look at this exciting win for the Longhorns.
After a 23-game suspension, sophomore Mike Kabongo makes his season debut against Iowa State. The return of Kabongo has certainly had an impact both on the floor and chemistry of the team.
To have Mike back was, was good for Javon. Take a little pressure off of him and let him get in the rhythm of the game. And him and Mike on the court at the same time, they did good together. And I didn't know they could play that good together.
Kabongo showed true character by emphasizing that tonight was not about him, but rather a team victory.
It's a great team win, and we just got to keep moving forward. We're 1-0 with our full team, and it's all about these guys. It's not about me.
I just think it was a team energy. We just had a great team effort, even if these guys fouled out. Everybody was engaged, even from the bench, everybody talking and tried to give an advice to the teammate and obviously keep us confident.
After a double overtime win at home, Texas looks on to carry momentum in the last games before the Big 12 tournament. It is clear that Texas did not want this to be simply about Mike Kabongo. According to coach Rick Barnes, he is glad to have his team give 100% effort regardless of the recent lineup changes.
I got some more guys now, and now we're going to do it this way or you're not going to play. It's just plain and simple. Really, it was a great win for us, and it was hard fought, but and I thought our guys did a great job coming out of timeouts executing, the best they've done all year.
With only a few games remaining in the regular season, it will be interesting to see if this roster can play together just in time for March Madness. Ron Lastimosa, College Press Box.
So, Corey, this has been an interesting week for Longhorn basketball. They went from a double overtime win against Iowa State to a crushing loss to Kansas. Why have they been having such a turbulent season?
Well, the Longhorns have never been an offensively explosive team this season. The only reason they were close in the first time the Jayhawks visited Austin was because the Jayhawks did not play up to their potential. They were not playing like a top 25 team. Mike Kabongo's return, obviously positive for the Longhorns, gives them some ball control, some consistency on their offense, but they're not a tournament-worthy team. It comes down to that. They're young. There's a lot of potential for the coming years with these young players, but right now, don't expect anything from them.
Okay, well, thanks, Corey, for joining us tonight. Coming up next, the viral video that Longhorns love. Stay tuned for more KVR News, Austin's leader for live, local UT coverage.